I'm talking about spirit intelligence. How the spirit realm operates, how spirit operates. You need to understand it so that you safeguard your life from the manipulation of darkness, from the manipulation of external spirits, external forces that manipulate the souls of people out of the ways of God, out of the will of God. It's a death sentence to be carnally minded. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And we have to train Christians to become spiritually minded. Are you here? We have to become people that look beyond the physical realm, look beyond the sense realm, look beyond the happenings of life, but are able to read the handwritings of spirits. If you just walk around being carnally minded, thinking that things are just happening, you may end up being a casualty of the manipulations of the spirit realm unawares. You may end up partnering with the devil unawares. You may end up missing God and his plan for a season unawares, not being aware that you didn't miss it. Why? Because of carnality. Because of what? Carnality. Tell you, but things are not just happening. Things are not just happening around you. Things are not just happening in our world. There are controlling influences. We know where creation began from. First of all, creation, as we know, is an idea of a spirit. So everything that exists was formulated by the idea of a spirit. So the Bible says in Hebrews chapter 11 that what we see was not made from the things that are material. It came from the spirit realm. And it came into existence as a result of the will of a spirit. So that means that everything going on, everything on earth, everything is happening the way they are happening because what? A spirit wills something. And the will of that spirit now brought into existence the physical realm, what we have as the physical realm, the earth, man, all the things we see in the earth realm was because a spirit willed that I will have something like this. And then there's a way man lived. Adam lived in a particular way. He lived a particular kind of life until there was an introduction of another spirit in the garden. Satan showed up in the garden. And the moment Satan showed up, the way of life of Adam was altered. How can man that is a physical being now begin to live a different life because he had interacted with a different spirit? Until Satan came, Adam lived in a particular way. But when another spirit was introduced, the outcome became a change, an alteration in the physical behavior of a man because he has encountered another spirit with a different nature. Ask your neighbor, could it be that you've encountered another spirit? Good or bad? Tell your neighbor that things are not just happening. There are spirit influences. I'm talking about spirit intelligence. What am I talking about? I'm talking about spirit intelligence. How the spirit realm operates, how spirit operates. You need to understand it so that you safeguard your life from the manipulation of darkness, from the manipulation of external spirits, external forces that manipulate the souls of people out of the ways of God, out of the will of God. He said, and the Lord caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And what? He slept. Now, I'm trying to let you understand something. He said, what happened? And the Lord caused a deep sleep. Now, sleep is natural, right? But what is natural is under the control of spirits. You can write it somewhere that what is natural, anything natural you see is under the control of spirit. That means that spirit have the power to manipulate nature. Anything that you can talk about that is in nature. When you see nature, means you are seeing a thing that can be manipulated by spirit to their interest, to their advantage. So it is natural that men can sleep, but there's also another sleep whilst you are driving, and then all of a sudden you sleep and then you somersault 3 times, and you woke up at the other side. So why am I said that this is heaven or Hades, depending on where you belonged. There's a manipulation that can take place that they can cause a man to sleep while driving, and that sleep was not because the man was tired. It was because what? And a spirit caused a deep sleep. God is a spirit. The Bible said that God is a spirit. So when he said that God caused a deep sleep, he's just talking about what is possible to spirits. God is a spirit. I mean, he's the greatest of all spirits, but he's a spirit. This is a possibility. It doesn't even mean that God himself showed up. It could be one of those angels. He just showed up and said, "Pa!" A tap. Have you seen the way you fall under the power? How do you know how you fall under the power? You don't know. Just something collapsed you do, and then you woke up, and the people that woke up and they don't know how they went down. It's the same way they can let you go down. There's a falling down that is not natural. There's that realm, because they seek to bring something to pass. So this one is letting you understand that whatever is in nature can be manipulated by spirit. So don't only focus on nature. I know they will say tsunami, and then they will now try to explain what is. They have no idea. They have what? They have no idea. I told you how in Exodus, right? The Bible says that God now caused the wheels of Pharaoh's chariots, the army of the Egyptians, their chariot. The Bible said God caused their wheels you remove their wheels. They didn't lose the boat, they removed it. Now, a tap of an angel is like 10 span. When he taps it, it will not break, or it will still remove. It's like they lose it, but it will lose in a split second. Pop! In Acts chapter 12, it was that when the angel stepped into the prison where Peter was, the chains fell off. No key was needed to open the padlock. It opened by itself. That they have put chains, they said, "We will not let him go out." And behold, the angel of the Lord smote him, and a light shined in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side and raised him up quickly, saying, "Rise up quickly." And his chains fell off from his hands. When the angel says, "Rise up," the chains fell. Don't focus only in the flesh, only in the senses. There's a hatred that is spiritual. They call it the spirit of enmity. It can be husband and husband, brother and brother, sister and brother, mother and son. That they can release a demon of enmity that you and your mother will never look eyeball. Because maybe your auntie doesn't like the fact that you become great, and then they want your mother to suffer to death. I've dealt with cases like that, where the son or the daughter is becoming big, and they say that they will let the mother die in pain. That your children will say you are a witch, under the influence of a demon. They don't even know what is going on. Their thoughts, their minds are being manipulated by spirit. Even their emotions, even your emotions can be manipulated by spirit. I'm going to talk about all of that. Spirit intelligence. How they manipulate the systems and make it look like it is natural. When the season comes for a young lady to be pregnant, she'll fall in love. Because at the age of 14, everybody got pregnant. The moment you get 14, you fall in love, like crazily in love, to the end that you may be pregnant. Is it falling in love? No, it is a programming. You know, a program software. When they click a permission, administrative permission installed, it's a programming.